This is the Zeekr 7 GT, one of the most anticipated cars for 2026. It's a grand tourer, very needed on the Scandinavian market. I'm going to focus on the most important details in my initial review. Welcome to It's Only Electric. Let's start.
It's only electric.
It's closely related to the Zeekr 7X, the SUV version. Of course, a lot lower. It measures 4.8 meters in total length with a wheelbase of 2.9. The curb weight spans from 2.2 tons up to 2.3 tons. This car behind me is the privileged version, so it's all-wheel drive, putting out 646 horsepower and 475 kilowatts. 0 to 100 in 3.3 seconds. That's a lot faster compared to the 7X that's putting out the same amount of power. So lower car, more sportier drive, quicker. It comes in 3 different versions, starting off from the core version, core rear-wheel drive with a LFP battery pack of 75 kilowatt hours gross. The next one is the long-range rear-wheel drive with a bigger battery pack, NMC, 100 kilowatt hours gross capacity. The highest trim level called Privilege all-wheel drive. This one does have the same battery pack of 100 kilowatt hours. The rear-wheel drive versions does have the same rear permanent magnet motor, putting out 421 horsepower or 310 kilowatts. And as I earlier mentioned, the Privilege version with dual motor setup does have the total output, combined output of 475 kilowatts, 646 horsepower. 0 to 100, 3.3 seconds compared to 5.3 for the 2 other ones. And the top speed, 210 kilometers per hour for all 3 versions. So I'll put all the information here of the 3 different versions. So as the 7X, the 7 GT also have amazing charging with the charge port placed here at the left rear fender with a top charge speed for all 3 variants of 480 kilowatts, 10 to 80% in 16 minutes for the big battery pack and 13 minutes for the LFP pack. That's amazing specs. And I have actually tried charging my 7X and I managed lower times than that. Actually around 13 minutes if you find the right type of charger. Home charging or AC charging, 22 kilowatts, that's also a really good number. And when it comes to the range starts from 516 kilometers up to 635 kilometers, around the ballpark. This Privilege version does have around 550 kilometers. So good range, great charging, and amazing performance. You will recognize the frontal design from the 7X, a lot lower, but as you see, the same clamshell design here at the front, the black band crossing the whole front end of the car, the daylight running lights, and the built-in headlight unit just underneath that one. You have some air vents here at the sides, the active air flaps on the lower parts with this black piano finish. It's a sporty looking car, especially with these 2 extra lines on top of the hood. Makes it a bit more aggressive, a bit more sporty. Rails as a standard with a load capacity of 75 kilograms. The glass roof or panoramic roof is also included in all versions. A very sporty sloping back here with a dual design air spoiler. And this black details as you see here, the dual tone setup is only for the Privilege version. A big Zeekr logo type here and a piano finished ducktail. And you see the Zeekr-esque design with the daylight running lights crossing the whole rear end. The only thing in the middle is the backup camera and also the opener. Very interesting thing here is that this car is, as the 7X, also designed here in Sweden, in Gothenburg. Storage, 533 liters in total, a dual floor setup, now in its lowest position, and foldable seats split into two parts, 40/60. Of course, with the most important thing here, the true loading latch in the middle. As you see, it's open here for loading skis, etc. Tow capacity 1,600 kilograms. On top of this compartment, there is a frunk spanning from 32 liters for the all-wheel drive version, this version, up to 65 liters for the rear-wheel drive only. One change is the door handles. On the 7X, you have the buttons for opening the automatic doors here on the B pillar. Now, it's actually a touch button incorporated into the handle. A bit more intuitive. Let's check out the interior. It's fairly similar to the 7X, but it's kind of a more sporty and a bit more sleek interior, not as bulky as in the 7X. The steering wheel is the same. There's kind of a slight update to the buttons for controlling the things, but same placement, same feeling. As you see here, a bit more flat, hidden speakers, the ambient lighting crosses the whole front up to the doors. You have the Zeekr premium sound system with 23 speakers and 2,160 watts. It's a powerful system, and if you tune it correctly, it sounds really good. Screen setup, 15-inch screen, 13-inch instrument cluster, companioned by a 35-inch head-up display, AR-supported head-up display. That's a really nice addition, and I would actually not go without that one. That's included in the Privilege and the long-range rear-wheel drive version. Here in the middle, you see there is a kind of a big redesign, also more to the sporter's side with grab handles, a bit more cocooned dual Qi charger setup. The hardware buttons, the control section here is still the same with the boot opener, unlock, lock, media controls. You have this favorite or customizable button here for closing the doors, etc., and defrosting the windows. So exactly the same setup as in the 7X. Two backlighted or ambient lighted cup holders, adaptive, and some extra storage here underneath that. Material-wise, really good-looking car, and Nappa leather for the Privilege version. For the core version, we have more of a classic fabric setup. Seats, very nice because you have massage, ventilation, heating, so they are perforated, and good adjustments because you have the extendable thigh support, very good steep angle for long-legged people like me. I'm 6'4", 193 centimeters tall, and I can easily find a good driving position in the car. Headrest adjustable height-wise. In the headrest, we also find, for the premium sound system, built-in speakers for navigation and for some more immersive sound experience. Storage-wise, you also have a glove box. You open it from the screen or customize the button for it. When it comes to the software, you have a lot of features and native applications like Spotify, a good built-in navigation, but on top of that you have wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. And you have features like dog mode, camp mode, utility mode, car wash mode, and some inside information from a Zeekr owner. The last 6 months of owning the car, I have received 2 fairly big over-the-air updates. Let's check out the back seat. As you see here, plenty of legroom. The front seat is adjusted after my driver position, and as I said, I'm 193 centimeters tall, so this is not bad. I mean, almost a fist of legroom, knee room. It's possible to squeeze my feet underneath the front seat, and the seat is actually in its lowest position. It has a panoramic glass roof. As a standard, as I mentioned, it does not have a curtain as the 7X has, but it still has a couple of extra layers of UV filtering. And as you see, one fist of headroom here at the back. I'm also possible to adjust the angle. So now it's in the most reclined position. The most straighter one is, let me see, yeah, this is almost 90 degrees, but gives you more space at the rear. Armrest, the cup holders, 2 cup holders, some storage. There's no USB-C ports here in this area. Otherwise, comfort-wise, you have the same Nappa leather and Alcantara inlays here at the rear bench. A pretty flat bench, and the rear leg support or thigh support is not perfect, but I mean, this is what happens when you don't build SUVs. You get a bit of a lack of support, but I wouldn't say it's worse than any other car in this segment. Other things when it comes to comfort is this midsection where we have manual air ventilations. There is no vents in the B pillars. You have 2 USB-C ports for charging your devices and some small pockets here at each side. Material-wise, the premiumness is exactly the same as in the front. I mean, you have soft touch materials, the ambient lighting, the Zeekr sound elements, cushioned armrest, the automatic doors, really premium materials all over the car. One of the most interesting surprises is the price level. I mean, starting from 495,000 Swedish crowns or 48,000 euros, spanning up to 635,000 Swedish crowns or 60,000 euros for the privilege version. I mean, the starting price, first off, is amazing. I mean, super cheap. You don't get that many cars for this price point. It's really impressive. I think that's my initial review and focusing on the details of the 7 GT. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and engage into the comment section. Ask me questions, share your thoughts about the 7 GT. And most importantly, stay electric. Thank you for watching. Speak to you soon.